What's going on, everybody? How's it going? 2020 is over. 2021 is upon us, and it's a great time. It's a significant time to talk about how to become better. How do we become better as owners? How do we become better leaders and better bosses? This is what we're going to be talking about in this video. You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. Check it out. How's it going out there, everybody? Peter Karunas here with ShopVox, and in this video we're going to be talking about 5 tips on how to become a better boss, a better leader for your staff, for your employees in 2021. So let's start with why this is important. As a former franchise executive, as a former sign shop owner, I always thought that it was very important to always better yourself year after year. Sure, you want to better your financials, but there is also some self-improvement that you can do as owners, as managers, as leaders of your craft, of your team, that you can do to yourselves to help improve the processes, help improve your staff morale, help improve your culture. So here we go. Tip number 1, host training events. The successful companies out there are constantly doing training throughout the year. Ongoing training, continued education are all major points to successful companies out there. So why not take those tips and bring them to your sign and print businesses? So how are you going to train your employees? Well, training is often done by, first of all, identifying the roles of your individuals. You're going to have to take different angles to training your graphic designers, to training your CSRs, to training your business development managers, and to training your production managers as well. Each and every one of these principal roles in your sign company or your print company are going to have to take training to a different level. Maybe there's customer service training. Maybe there's sales training. I know a great sales training course by Grant Cardone that you should take a look into, and I'll leave the link below in the description. In these training sessions, it's also very helpful that you continue to quiz your employees, to quiz them on what they are looking for. Now, not everybody likes to take quizzes and exams. Instead, there are companies out there like One Huddle who have taken training to new heights, to taking the training into gamification. You can actually develop a game that helps also compete with other employees, but it also trains you on the policies and procedures that you want in your business. I'll leave a link for One Huddle down in the description below. All right, tip number 2. You should prepare your staff for real life occurrences. Not many people still like to do role playing, but role playing is a very active way to train your employees for 15 minutes once a week, once a day, whatever it is that you want to do. But it's very active in making sure that the customer has the same experience that they are supposed to have each and every time. And the only way to do that is by training your employees to do that as well. And you're gonna have some role-playing examples there where you're gonna throw some potential speed bumps, some potential hurdles your employees' way to account for those real life scenarios when a screaming customer is going to call on the phone or a screaming customer is going to come into your shop. You want to prepare your staff to be able to handle those particular type of instances. Tip number 3. In order to improve yourself as a boss, as a leader, you have to be able to walk a mile in your employees' shoes. You need to be able to lead by example. I always felt that the best leader is one that is able and willing at any given time to step in and do any one of the roles that the current staff is doing. So for example, if you had an employee call out sick during a time of crisis where a project needed to get done and all of a sudden had gone home, and you stepping in to complete the job, that shows that you are willing to jump into the trenches with your staff in order to get the job done. You're setting the example. Don't be afraid to jump into the trenches with your staff this year. I actually encourage you to do it quite often. Those that are doing it quite often earn the respect of their staff a lot faster than the ones that do not. All right, tip number 4, employee appreciation programs. This is a wonderful idea to incentivize and or to reward your staff for when certain goals are met. You should make it fun. You should make it engaging. Also, bring in the other staff members to celebrate that employee for achieving your goal or for helping you get to a certain plateau that you haven't reached yet. Employee appreciation can go a long way to developing the culture that you want in your business. In fact, one might say it's the most important part of developing the culture in your business is to make sure that you have happy employees and that you have appreciated employees. Remember, there is a difference between a happy employee and an appreciated one. And finally, tip number 5. You need to be reachable. You need to be accessible, easily approachable. Being involved in the employee's day-to-day is part of being in the trenches without actually doing the manual work. Just making your presence felt, asking your employees how their weekend was, asking how you could do your job better. Getting feedback from your employees is not a way of showing a lack of control or lack of power. Most successful businesses have a culture that allows an open door policy. Your door should always be open to every single employee on your staff. Having a door wide open approach allows anybody to come in with feedback on how to be a better person, how to be a better leader, how to be a better company. It'll also allow you to grow as an individual. Just because you didn't come up with the idea doesn't mean it is a bad one. Listening to your employees, being able to have that personality that employees can come to you and share with you and say, hey, listen, if we got this piece of equipment, I would have been able to make this sign or produce this product a lot faster. And sure, it might have been on your pipeline, but you need to let that employee know that it's on your agenda, that it's something that you too have been thinking about, and you would like to hear more about their thoughts. Remember, we're all looking to get to that common goal. Why can't we do it together in a way that makes everybody happy and it makes everybody feel like they've been able to contribute in a way towards that success? All right, everybody, so that's it for this video. Those are your 5 tips on how to become a better leader, how to become a better boss in your sign and print business. I hope that you learned a little something from this video, and don't forget, leave some comments below. I'd like to know what you thought. I'd also like to know what issues you're having on being a leader, and I'd like to focus that on my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner so that you can know when the next video from me is going to drop on this channel. I look forward to seeing you guys out there in 2021. Don't forget, stay positive out there.